Wilks. That's the title. Malik Wilks. Come on, you beauty. 2 in 2 for Malik. Lovely, lovely stuff. We had to work hard for it though. Boy, did we have to work for it. It was difficult. It was difficult. We were up against it for some of it. We didn't have the best of games for the majority. And Crewe can feel hard done by to not walk out the KCOM with a point or even 3. But we did all we needed to do. And we got it done. Just going to cover the game then. We started better. We started faster. First 5-10 minutes, we were the better team. Josh Emmanuel came down the right. And Malik Wilks, he cut it inside to him. Malik was very lively in this game. He had his shot blocked. A few minutes later, Crewe had a free kick. Murphy sent it in and it went out straight for a goal kick. Keane Lewis Potter as well. This was the only thing Keane Lewis Potter did in the game. Lewis Potter didn't do much today. But one of them things, innit? One of them things. So Lewis Potter runs straight at the defence, went into the box, plays it across and it was cut out. But Doherty won the corner a few seconds later. Honeyman whipped it in. Honeyman in the first half, his corners, they were looping. They were looping because Jääskeläinen, Will Jääskeläinen, ain't that tall of a goalkeeper. So he kept bending them to go into that far corner. And it never worked, but he came close. Jääskeläinen tipped it over then for another corner. Elder's corner, just straight at the first man. Callum. Then the game was stopped for a solid 3 minutes for this bit. The liner was messing about with his earpiece and our physios were stood there faffing about with his ear. We think he had a cut on his ear. Never before, in my experience watching football, has a game been stopped because a linesman has something wrong with his ear. God knows. Anyway, once that got back on, McGuinness absolutely bombed forward. Cut it back to Wilks, whose shot was really well saved. McGuinness driving forward. Like Gareth Bale's golf swings, honestly. It was straight on. And then pulled it back. Malik Wilks, see, Jääskeläinen came out, made himself big. And it was Wilks' shot Wilks had the shot and it was well saved. But Jääskeläinen was fuming with his defence afterwards. He was like, what are you doing? So, yeah. Minute later, though, Crewe played one long ball over the top. I think it was from Luke Offord. Might have been, might not. I wasn't really paying attention at that point. Because they were just knocking it about a little bit. One long ball just absolutely splits our defence in two. Device and Burke just completely switch off. Duffy shoots and Ingram. What a save this was. He got right down low and saved it. George Long, I don't think would have saved that. Ingram, fantastic save. KLP tried an overhead kick and it went straight into Rosed. McGuinness won a corner. Honeyman did the same thing again. Then that was in the 19th minute. Crewe started coming into the game a little bit more now. Emmanuel was brought down for a free kick from 25 yards from goal. Honeyman and Elder stood over it. So it was down the right hand side. Elder on his left foot looked to whip it in or go for goal or whatever. He just hit it straight at the wall. Which is brilliant stuff. Then this is where Crewe started coming into the game. Crewe were going forward. They were looking menacing. Oh, they maybe putting crosses in. They were cut out. But this is the first real chance that I noted. Charlie Kirk played through Finney and he just glanced it right across the face of goal, coming in, putting a cross in from the left hand side. Mandarin, he was sliding and he just didn't get there. Crewe got very unlucky with that one. Then Doherty down the right hand side whipped it in. It had just gone out. It had just fizzled out there from our corner. Doherty picks the ball up, whips it in. Jordi Device heads it just over. First of two Jordi Device headers that could have gone in. 42nd minute, Callum Elder. He's shutting down a man. Their right back, Perry and G, I think that's the way the commentator was pronouncing it. But people on Twitter were saying it's not pronounced in G. But his surname is the letter N and the letter G. So, yeah. Anyway, Elder's committed. NG runs behind Elder. Elder's obviously got nothing to do. There's nothing he can do about that. But NG beats Elder, pulls it back to Finney, whose shot is really well blocked by Emmanuel. And the resulting corner from the southwest corner of the ground goes out for a goal kick. 4 minutes injury time. At this point, we're just putting bodies forward. And at this point, we just have to go with it and just see if we can do anything. But so the ball goes out for a throw-in. Callum Elder drives the ball with his shirt, sends it long. It drops down to MALLIK Wilks, who chests it down, has a go. Shot is saved by Jaskalainen. And the corner leads to Doherty being brought down. The ref blew his half-time whistle, and just about 6 Hull City players was shouting, "That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty," while Doherty's just on the floor thinking, why have I not been given a penalty there? I didn't really see the incident too clearly, but yeah, from a biased perspective, it was a penalty. From an actual perspective, I don't have a clue. Half-time then. Heading into the second half, the early half is dominated by CREWE. Game is extremely scrappy. We are on the back foot. Charlie Kirk, this is the 60th minute now, because CREWE having little half chances here and there. We're not really doing anything. Charlie Kirk playing it to Pickering, who goes on the overlap of Kirk, who whips it in, and Luke Murphy heads it. I believe it's Murphy, I don't know. Luke Murphy, I don't know. Murphy heads it wide. Then at this point, we're all saying he needs to make changes here. 63rd minute comes. KLP and Josh McGuinness both come off, and Scott and Mayer both come on. City instantly looked more lively. We were going for it now. We had confidence. Scott was getting involved. Mayer was getting involved. City had a corner won by Doherty. Honeyman sent it in, and Burke just missed it at the front post. It was close. MALLIK. Now this was a very good free kick. Wilks wins a free kick, 30 yards from goal, dead centre. Smallwood stands over it. My dad says, "We've got any good free kick takers, Joe?" No. Realistically, we haven't. But Smallwood, fantastic effort. Keeper saw it all the way, but he had to make the save. Very good free kick by Smallwood. Then this was another opportunity. 3 minutes later, another Smallwood free kick. It was just outside the centre circle. It was sent to... Thanks, Dad. It was sent to Honeyman, a nice short ball. He sent it to the... it was played to Honeyman, short ball. Honeyman about 35 yards from goal on the left-hand side. Well, most of the left-hand side. Whipped it in. Device on the edge of the 6-yard box on the right-hand side. He's running, then he backs out. Then sees that the ball's just coming at a perfect height for him, so then he has to go back in. He bottled it a little bit there, Device. So Geordie heads wide. And this next bit, 81st minute, Josh Emmanuel with a throw-in. Thomas Mayer brings it down on his left foot, whips a beautiful ball in. MALLIK Wilks, diving header, glancing header, into the back of the net. Let's go, MALLIK! Now at this point, we just had to go for it. CREWE were sitting back, going for the point. We breached their defensive line, and now they had to go forward. We still were pressing, but we had to go and sit back as well. CREWE had a free kick. Mandarin had a header that was really well caught by Ingram. 3 minutes added time. At this point, I'm thinking, just come on, see it out, see it out, see it out, see it out. CREWE send it forward, and Ingram, he just smothers it and chills out. And it's at that point that the game is pretty much done. We get it done, just about, but it doesn't matter how you get it done, just that you're done. Just that you get it done. It wasn't pretty in the slightest, not at all. But we had to get it done regardless. We've picked up the 3 points, and that's all that matters. West Ham in the week will be a different challenge. They won't go as weak as Leeds did. We'll make changes as well. But if we can do ourselves proud in London, I'll be happy. I'm not expecting a win. Same as I was with Leeds, I'm not expecting a win. But if we get through to the next round and play either Everton or Fleetwood, that would be fantastic. But the main focus this season has to be getting promoted. And I'm sure that Grant McCann cares more about finishing position in the league and going back up at the first time of asking than he does getting far in the Carabao Cup. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Up the Tigers! Arise, Sir Malik Wilks! Malik Wilks is a number 9. I don't even know what I'm doing. Get in there! Up the Tigers! See you all later. Yes!